Hi, howdy, how's it going? I'm CW Filmmaker, and this is HoboNation. Nope, this way. There we go. They're killing each other, not me. Shoot me. Not each other. There we go. Give me just 1 second. And we're back. So, in today's episode, we are here at my sword store that I built in a previous episode, and we have a customer, it appears. We've got a diamond block here with a book in an item frame on the outside of it. Doesn't exactly follow the instructions, but I guess that's okay. Let me grab my stuff out of this chest here. Just grab all that stuff so that I can get my pickaxe, put my armor on, and get my pickaxe out. Let's grab the diamond block for sure. And once this pops off, see what Joe the Sword by Joethahobo. Well, let's see what it says. Joethahobo, diamond sword, sharpness 4, fire aspect, unbreaking 3, looting 3, name, cow slayer. Coordinates, his house. Due by March 10th. Thank you for your business. If this amount is not sufficient, then let me know. I will be happy to give a little more for my new sword. Well, apparently he didn't read the instructions because it does have prices on here, but I don't know. Let's check to see if that actually matches up. Diamond sword's 2 diamonds. He paid in 9, so that's 2 already. Or did he say he wanted diamond? I'm assuming he wants diamond. He wanted 1 level 4 enchantment, which was 3 diamonds, so that's 5. 1 level 1 enchantment, that's 6. I'm gonna have to check his book again. And then 2 level 3s. I think the 3s were 3 diamonds each. So we were at 5. So 3 minus. Sorry, pardon me, I can't speak today. So 5 diamonds so far, based on what he's asking for. Then we've got 2 more level 3 enchantments, so that's 6 more. So 9 is not quite enough, but if he just drops off a couple more diamonds, we'll make everything okay. Also, the prices are not exactly the same right now, but that's okay. So today what we're going to do, aside from looking at that, is, well, actually I'll show you in just 1 second by going back to my house. So, I'll be with you in just a minute, and I'll show you what we're going to be doing today. Okay, so here we are back at home. This is my little farm, my cow farm. You've been here before. I showed this off in the first episode of this series. But over here, this I did not show off in the first episode because I didn't even know about it then. This over here is a tunnel that I was building in order to get from my house to the other side of this mountain more quickly, just because I guess that makes things easier. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to take a drink real fast. Pardon me. But yeah, I was making this tunnel to go from my house to the other side of the mountain easier. Not that I really had to go there often, but you know, just to make exploration easier or whatever. And as I was building it, I stumbled upon this little thing here. In fact, oh, I was hoping that wouldn't happen. That's okay. We'll just kill these guys. Oh, good gravy. Is he an enchanted bow? No. I'm gonna die. Don't kill me. No. Okay. Well, there's a way to start off an episode. So yeah, not dying, what I wanted to show off is this skeleton spawner that I found on my way from, through the mountain. I almost just killed myself with that arrow right there. So what I'm going to do with this skeleton spawner is make a little mob grinder farm, where the skeletons will spawn in some water, it'll move them to a killer, and then I use the killer to get a bunch of items. Pretty straightforward. I've got a basic idea of how I'm going to set it up, so we might as well get started here. There needs to be, I believe, 1, 2, 3 blocks above the spawner, and you fill those up with blocks. Then you need to make sure that this is 9 by 9. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need to go out 4 blocks this way. I moved the mossy cobblestone from under here, as you can tell. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1 more. 9. Nope, not all the way. Okay. Ooh, we get some coal too. So I'm just going to go ahead and knock out this wall. Okay, so knocked out this wall this way. That makes this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks. Now we have to make it go 9 blocks this way. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gotta go 4 blocks this way. Now the thing about this is there's actually, I believe, if we go far enough, a cave over. Well, maybe we won't hit it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I guess we won't hit the cave. Okay. I'm gonna knock out this wall. Oh, yep, as I expected, we hit the cave. I'm going to go ahead and block this off with some cobblestone that I've been picking up by mining this out. Just go ahead and do that, and that should be good for now, unless there's broken blocks here. Nope, that should be good. Okay, so we'll just go through, and we'll finish up the wall. Okay, so I've just realized that I've made a grave mistake, an idiotic mistake, if you will. I didn't actually center the mob spawner in the middle of it. Like an idiot. Okay, so I'm actually going to jump cut here instead of just speeding up the video like I've been doing. And I'll meet up with you in just a second once I actually finish this the right way. And we're back. So right here we've got a 9 by 9 room around the spawner and a 3-block clearance above with some blocks above it to stop them from spawning that way. I'll go ahead and pick up this cobblestone that's kind of lying around. If you'll excuse me, I have to actually cough. So I'm going to mute my microphone. Excuse me. So, oh, there's one more piece of cobblestone. So what we have to do now is bring this floor 2 blocks down. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll drop this down. We have to dig this down so that we can fill it up with, well, not fill it up with, but put a current of water on one side of it and have the skeletons. This is not a zombie spawner, this is a skeleton spawner. And have the skeletons flow into one part of the room that we can kill them in, which is definitely what we're going to do. Excuse me. So what we're going to do is bring these 2 blocks down, and we'll go ahead and fill it with water as soon as we get this done. So while we're digging, how are you guys? You have a good day today? Apparently Joethahobo had a good day today because he's talking. Give me a second. We really need somebody to sell ice so that I can make these tunnels faster. Okay. Make your own ice. He's lazy sometimes, so he'll have to make his own ice. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, how are you? How was your day today? Did you have a good day? Did you have a bad day? I had a pretty good day. I got to hang out with Joethahobo IRL, in real life. We played video games. He doesn't feel like making ice. See what I see? Told you. He's lazy. Anyway. Oh, okay. Well, I suppose that's what happens when you're building a mob farm with half a heart left. I'll be right back with you in just a second. I'm gonna go grab my stuff, and I'll be back. So. And we're actually back again. Believe it or not, having to cut all over the place. You know, I hate it when I'm trying to have a conversation with people, like you people, and I keep getting interrupted by stuff like people murdering me to death with a bow and arrow. It happens all the time. So, what we've got done here is I cleaned up all the cobblestone, built a little chest to throw some junk in, and I've got the skeleton spawner floating here. So what I'm going to do now is dig, I think, 2 blocks down, maybe just 1. We'll do 2. I think it's supposed to be 2. So we'll dig down 2 blocks like this on one side. This is the side that we're going to have the skeletons drop into. And I don't have water on me right now, so I'm going to go get some. But what we're going to do is put water along here, and it will all flow down and stop right on this block so that, yes. Why? Yeah, so we'll have them all flow down into this little section here, and then we're going to have some water on either side that pushes them into the center. And then we're going to be able to push them away and put them into a killing device, probably on the other side of that thing. And I know you can probably hear monsters growling and spiders and things like that, and I'm going to investigate all that, because I don't want that to happen when I'm sitting here AFK grinding my my arrows from my skeletons and my bones and hello and all that. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do what I just forgot that I came over here for. Wow, water, that's right. I just came over and I forgot what I was doing. I think if we just bring, where's my iron? Iron. I just looked right at it, didn't I? 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and put this over here. Make a little bucket. Fill these up. 3 buckets of water should be enough. We'll probably just use them to make an infinite spring over there if we need to. Do that. Got 3 buckets of water. Run back into the cave. Excuse me. So yeah, back to our conversation. Or our one-sided conversation, since you people aren't replying to me. My day was pretty good. I've recently been watching a show called, well, excuse me while my character loudly eats. Sometimes I'm just so rude. Yeah, I've recently been watching a television show called Bates Motel. I don't know if you've heard of it. I don't actually know what network it's on, because I watched it on Netflix, but it's a pretty good show, honestly. It's what occupies my time right now. But, it can get cheesy at times, for sure. For sure. Like, there are good shows out there, and there are shows that are, you know, like daytime television cheesy shows. It's like a mix of that, because the director seems to know what he's doing, and the editor seems to know what he's doing, but the cameramen and the writers seem like they're writing and cameramanning, I guess. Seem like they're writing and doing the camera work for like a sitcom. So that's a little bit odd. But yeah, it's not a bad show. It's entertaining, and I watch it in my free time. Because everybody loves to have free time. That should make an infinite source right there. So we can just boink, boink, boink. Put one right there. That should do it. Nope, one right there. There we go. I'm getting invaded. Great. Just kidding. Joethahobo's just gonna pop in and look, probably. So as you can see, the water will come all the way up to the edge of the stone and stop. So if I crouch, it pushes me all the way. Or if I were to stand still and go like this, it pushes me off. So now we take buckets of water and put them on the corners, so that when you fall in, you move to this block, and we move it this way. And we'll figure out a way to put that up. So I'm going to light it up a bit for now, and kind of show you the finished product. And he's going to go ahead and get killed, probably. Let's see what he does. Dance. Dance! Hey, those are my arrows. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, off camera I think, just because this bit I haven't completely worked out yet, I'm gonna lead a little tunnel over to where I want to build a killing room, and I'll get that started. Then I'll finish it off with you guys. And I guess we'll get to that in just a second, so be right back. Okay, and welcome back. So now I've got sort of a working prototype for how I'm going to be transporting the zombies. I've tried recording this maybe 3 times now. Every single time I say the word zombies, I'm staring at my screen and I zone out for a second when I want to say the word skeletons, and for some reason the word zombies comes out of my mouth. I was going to say, as you can see, the skeletons will float their way down and hit right here. And it was supposed to be timed really well because I saw that his little foot come through the little thing here. Give me just a second. As I was saying, I saw his foot come through the little thing right here. So I was going to time it really well so that he would fall down and I would be like, oh, the skeletons are right here. Unfortunately, I said the word zombies and ruined it like I did all the other times. So I'm going to give you a little breakdown of how this works. The skeletons, not the zombies, but the skeletons, spawn next to this block right here. The zombies... You see what I mean? You see what I mean? The word zombie, it's like I'm addicted to that word. The skeletons come out of the skeleton spawner right there. I even said not zombies, I said skeletons. But then I messed up again. The skeletons drop into the water, hopefully not taking any damage because it seems like a few of the times that they're taking damage, but this seems to be fine, they're not taking damage. However, if they actually like get their sights on me, unfortunately, that means that they're not going to go through the system until I back up enough that they forget about me. But that's not actually a problem because we'll have glass there and not my actual body standing there, so they won't actually be able to see me. So see, he went through now. But what happens is the skeletons spawn right here, they fall into the water, and then they drop into this little section here, pushes them into a central location where they float along and up and into this thing. I wanted to put it a little bit higher, but the problem is when it's this low down, it's the perfect height to drop them to where they don't take any fall damage, and that's actually what I want. There's other ways that I could have done it, and I know that this is probably very inefficient, but I think that this is okay given the circumstances. Oh my gosh, that gave me a heart attack. I thought he was just about to, I thought he was crawling out of the thing coming to get me. That was just a glitch. Relax. Okay. So what I'm going to do is put some dispensers behind these skeletons. I almost said zombies again. Caught myself that time though. I'm going to put some dispensers behind these skeletons, and in those dispensers will be buckets of lava. And I'm going to set up a 1-tick timer behind them. Hopefully that doesn't run into anything. I'm afraid it might overlap on this, but I'll probably be able to. If it does overlap, I'll probably reroute the tunnel that this is over it or under it so that I can make this just an entire room, which is what I was thinking about doing anyway. Because right now it's just you have to go through this little 1-by-1 passage and then get here. It's spaced really, really oddly, which was my fault. But for now, what we'll do is have a redstone device behind there that puts out 1 tick, and I'm going to probably build that in this episode. It puts out 1 tick. It does not break torches like I just did. Puts out a tick, which means that it'll put a lava bucket on the feet of the skeletons for like half a second. It's the shortest amount of time that it could be, enough that the lava wouldn't spread had it been placed on the ground. It would be as if you placed it and then picked it right back up. So that will set them on fire, and the duration of the fire, you know, I think that guy took some damage. That's not actually good. If they're taking damage, then this contraption won't work, but for the most part they seem to be fine. What'll happen is dispensers will fire lava. The lava will set them on fire. Yes, they are taking damage. Okay, I know a way to fix that. We'll get into it in just a second. The fire will burn them up to half a heart of health or 1 heart of health. And what I'll do is, if I want the experience, I can just punch them. And that way, I can get the experience and the items. And I'm going to put some item hoppers underneath them so that it collects all the items and puts them into a nice little chest below here. But if I want the experience, I can punch them one at a time. But if I want all of the skeletons to die at once, and I don't care about the experience, all I want is their items, I'm going to have a button over here that it's going to be a wooden button. Not a wooden torch, a wooden button. That has pistons set up that will push the pistons and suffocate them for that last little bit of hearts. It'll suffocate all of them at once, so then they'll all die and all their stuff will go in at once. So convenience versus experience. The cool thing about that is that this will be able to double as a way to get experience to make the swords for my sword store, because now we have an order. So, what I need to do now is kill these guys, the ones that are taking damage, and I'll show you how I'm going to fix, at least how I think I'm going to fix the problem. I think I'll still be able to hit them. I mean, I know I'll still be able to hit them, but I think, pardon, that's not where I'm supposed to put that block. I think that if they land on this, they're not going to take fall damage, because it's not the last full block. So we'll have to see if any more are going to spawn. We'll just have to watch and see just in a second, doing the boring watching. But the way that this will have to work now, since the lava won't be able to be in that block, is I can put the dispensers one block above. And hopefully the 1 tick pulse will be enough to not mess with the water that's... Oh no, those are the signs. Push this. Nope, no, actually no. There's no signs there. Good. Okay, so we'll just see if the skeletons take any fall damage. If they fall through, I don't know if any skeletons... Yes! I think I figured it out. Okay, so what we'll do is have the lava put out for 1 tick pulse 1 block above. So it'll still be at their legs, but they'll be a half block taller because of the way that works. So we're going to drill into the side here. I think this is right. Yep, so let's go 1 block back. Right here. So I think that's the... Is this the back block? Yes, it is. So we'll mark that with cobblestone that we can see. I'm definitely going to make this look a lot better with different types of blocks. I'm just building it as a sort of prototype out of cobblestone and dirt. So we'll see how that goes. So what I'm going to do is get my redstone stuff together so that we can build this contraption back here. Maybe I'll dig out a little room to prepare, and I'll meet up with you guys in just a second. Okay, so I've got my redstone stuff together. These are the things, along with the dispensers in the back here, that you're going to need if you want to build a double tick or double pulse timer. I think it's a timer. I'm not exactly sure because I think a timer is qualified by different things. But, oh, I thought I didn't have torches for a second there. I'll kind of explain to you the basics of what is going to go on here. I can't actually remember if I explained this before. Also, I do apologize for this just last little section of the video. I can offer no other explanation for the types of lag that are about to happen other than we have Comcast internet. So, as you can see, it takes a good 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 seconds to get inside of something. If I try and place down a redstone and break it, it takes it a little while to do its thing. So yeah, some really weird connection problems. Also, it fluctuates really weirdly. So like, if I break it now, it takes a lot longer than it just did, and sometimes it'll be instant like it's supposed to be. So I don't really understand it, but I guess we can carry on. So you're going to want to set up your dispensers like this. Well, this isn't really a tutorial, this is just the way I would do it. I set up my dispensers like this. What's going to go inside the dispensers are buckets of lava. I don't have any lava on me at the moment though, so I'm just going to, we might actually fill these with water and use that. But for now, I have this little alcove set up here, so what we're going to do is put a wooden button. This is going to be our input, and it has to be a wooden button because the number of ticks that the wooden button holds for is just long enough to allow this to work. So we're going to take our redstone and drag it back along here. And we need to place this up against the wall, because that's the best way to do this. So then we place a block here. And the redstone's going to power this block. If this doesn't work, I think I can put redstone on top of it to do that. But we'll put a torch right here. And then right here, if it's actually going to load for me, we want to put 2 hoppers. I don't know if I included that with the quote-unquote ingredients of this, but the hoppers need to be facing inside of each other because there's going to be items switching between them. So 1 hopper facing down, 1 hopper facing into the other one, then we break the down facing hopper, get it back hopefully, and put it facing into the other one. Now, what this redstone torch is doing is stopping this item hopper from outputting any other items into anything. So, for example, if there were a chest on top of it and this was being powered, it wouldn't be taking any items from the chest. And if I put, actually I think that's a lie, disregard what I just said. If it's being powered, it doesn't output items. So, for example, if I put this cobblestone in there, normally it would switch from this one to this one to this one to this one. I can just go back and forth. But since it's being powered, it doesn't do that. So we're actually going to use that and the wooden button to make a double tick. So what I'm going to do is take a redstone comparator, and the way that a redstone comparator works is it measures the amount of something in a something. I guess that's the best way to explain it. It measures how much of an item is inside of a container. So if I place this piston inside of this hopper, you'll notice that the comparator turns on. Q button? Oh, that's right. Comcast Internet. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. This demonstration is not going to work. I lost my piston. Okay, let's try this again. No? You're just gonna... Okay. You see that tick there? I'm not gonna try that again because I feel like that's just gonna fail horribly. That little tick there proves that it was reading the signal from this hopper. So, we want to use that signal. So we're gonna go ahead and put redstone on top of that. Excuse me? Where did all my redstone go? Did it jump back inside my inventory? Back up there? Okay. Like I said, really weird problems. So we want to use the redstone. What? What? I don't understand this at all. I don't get what's happening. I didn't make 2 pistons. I had 1 piston. What? Okay, I'm going to pause the video right here. We'll be back in just a second because none of this makes any sense to me, okay? Perhaps. Okay, so I relogged. Hopefully that fixes some of the problems. So we're going to put some blocks right there. And repeaters right there. Ooh, this might not actually work. Okay. Troubleshooting time. Let's do this. Connect those. And connect it to... How would I do this? Okay, do we need to back it up a little bit? We might. Let's knock down this wall real fast. Surprisingly, I'm actually getting a okay connection right now. It's not doing its awful thing. Take it, there we go. So we'll put this up against this wall, put a redstone torch on that side, and move these guys over. Oops, not like that. Okay, so we'll have our comparator facing this way, with our hoppers facing inside of each other, as so. Like that. Have a block there. Oh, I mismatched this. That can go over here. There, and everywhere. Like that. Okay. Now we can put a junk item in there. We'll use cobblestone for this one. Now what you're going to want to do for the hoppers is only have 1 item inside them. So the reason that is, well, the reason that you do that is because the item's going to jump between these two times in between the span that this button is being pressed, or this button is outputting the signal. So basically the signal is going to turn off this redstone torch, which allows the item to be passed out of the hopper into this hopper, and then automatically, since this hopper is not powered, it's going to move back into this one. But this redstone torch will still be off because of how long the wooden button does its thing. So it'll move back into this one, and then by that time the redstone torch will have turned on, and it'll remain in this hopper. So all in all, this comparator will receive 2 ticks from this hopper and output 2 signals. And that's just enough to have a bucket of lava put out the little blob of lava and then pull it back in just enough time to set the skeletons on fire. So Now we'll take some more blocks, set them up like this, connect the redstone, and see if this works. We're going to test it with some water, so I'll just grab some water real fast, maybe from here. Maybe not, considering there's skeletons all over. Let's go out here. Grab some water. I think I have a pool right here. Pool of water that it'll eventually get cleaned up, I think. Okay, so we'll take our water and we'll go back in here. Take our buckets of water and ourselves. Put one bucket of water in there, and one bucket of water in there. We press this. The internet lags. Did I mess something up? Well, this is embarrassing. Is this the actual signal for that? Ooh, is that the wrong block? No. That should do the thing. Outputs a signal. Turns this off. This is just remaining off. I don't think this needs to be there. How about that? So let's try it this way. Now let's try it. I think I might have accidentally had some water. Oop. Teleporting all over the place. Water in that one. Water in that one. Okay. So now let's try it. This should do the thing. Or it should not do the thing, because why would it do the thing when I want it to do it? Well, this worked in creative mode. It must, maybe the signal's too long. Let's do this. If we could test to see if there's actually a signal coming off of the button. Excuse whoa. Excuse me for that, I must have just muted the audio because that was the weirdest sneeze I've ever had. Okay, so there's definitely a signal coming off of it. See, this is the fun part of redstone. Troubleshooting all the stuff you messed up. Okay, we might have to tear this wall down temporarily, just to be able to see where the button's doing stuff. Okay, so it's not turning it off. So if we do put redstone on the top of it, what happens? It works. So why is this not ticking? Oh, this must not be receiving the signal. Gotcha. Okay, so let's do it more like this. There we go. This should do the trick. We don't need all this. And we can replace the wall now. Oop, that's not the wall, that's the redstone. Okay, we'll do that. We can come back here. Wow. This just doesn't want to work, does it? Let's tear down the wall again and see what happens. Still not receiving a signal on this end. Is the item moving at all? That might be the problem. Let's check this again. It's hard to check that. Maybe if we just add a signal over here with a wooden button. Do I have wood on me? I don't. We'll just grab this button. I'll take that. Come over here. Make a new signal. That's not a signal. So it's outputting that. Oh, okay. I know what it is. It's because the signal from the comparator is only a one-item signal. So the comparator thinks that, well, okay, the way that a comparator works is that it outputs a signal strength of the same number of items that are in there, or relative to the numbers in there. So basically, since there's only one item there, it's only outputting a little bit of redstone power. So I have to use a repeater to figure it out, like this. And we'll wrap it back around, like so. This is probably terribly inefficient, but this is how it kind of needs to be done. Maybe do it like that. I think if we do it like that, it should work. And then we just have to use repeaters past this point to make sure that those two signals don't overlap. So we do it like this. We'll take the button and put it back here. Make sure everything's in working order. We've got the signal, we've got the item, comparator. everything looks like it should work. So we'll press the button. There we go. That's how it's supposed to work, except it'll be lava and not buckets of water. Now there's probably a whole bunch of skeletons piled up inside here because I blocked it off so that we could do some experimentation. I guess that's pretty much all we have for this episode. Hopefully you have a good day. Hopefully you look forward to what I do with Joethahobo, because that's not happening today, unfortunately. Have a nice day.